Hi everybody. Happy Tuesday, or whenever you see this video. I like to tell people that when they click on the video, it's when they're meant to see it. So, if we can all just allow that, life would be so much easier for everything. So I thought I'd do a get ready with me today and just chit chat for about 15-20 minutes about some things. And so what I'm going to use today is the L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Foundation in Natural Buff Neutral. I went out and got this, very inexpensive, because I watched a couple videos on it. And at some point, I'm going to go through all my foundations with you and tell you the ones that I'm keeping and the ones that I'm getting rid of. I don't like wasting money. I don't know about you, but if I watch a video and somebody is raving about a particular foundation and I go out and I spend money on it, now I don't mind spending $8, but I do have a problem spending $69. Okay? Now, it just so happens that I'm not disappointed with this foundation. This foundation, I've been working with it. Less is more. It's a serum foundation, so it's totally different than a full coverage foundation. But the ones that I absolutely love, my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. Absolutely love that one. I love the Ilia, and my Lancome Stick Foundation is still one of my number ones. I love this thing, as I've mentioned so many times, but I'm having a little bit of a problem because the twister on it, I've used it so much that the twister is broken. So I'm going to have to go inside there and dig it out. I think Lancome needs to step up their stick foundation packaging, because I think I might have dropped this on the floor one too many times. And that might be what the problem is. If I push and twist, I can get it up there. But as you can see, that's about as far as it'll go. So either that or I'm running up. There we go. So it looks like I have to hold the gold. No, I can't get it down now. There's something wrong with it. Anyway, it's still one of my very favorites. And I have some others over here that I could take or leave. And I have some others that I'm just going to throw away. So I'm going to be using this foundation, using the Incognito Mega Last Wet n Wild Concealer, and I'm mixing it with the new Believe Beauty that I picked up, $4.50, because this color is too dark for me. I like to go lighter under my eyes because I like my eyes to look brighter. I'm going to be using the MAC Stack Mini is still going strong, but I brush on this, I make a complete mess. So I want to use the thinner brush. And then for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Harmony Alter Ego. I have been really loving this palette. I've been playing with it. And let me see, what else did I want to tell you? Oh, I'm going to set my makeup with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I'm going to be using the Laura Geller blush. Okay. So now that you know all the products, I don't need to tell you what they are as I go along. So let's begin here. I'm going to pull some affirmation cards. They're called the Goddess cards, but I think they're unisex. It just so happens that they, the emphasis is on the goddess, but the affirmation can be male or female. So I'm going to shuffle the deck and pull a card for all of you to think about. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. Let's pull from the top. This is a great card. I am choosing to see my challenges as my highest good. And this is a perfect card for today for many reasons. One of the things that I wanted to chit-chat with you guys about is being on YouTube. And I've mentioned this before. I started watching YouTube in March of 2020 during the pandemic. Prior to that, I watched a few channels, nothing that had to do with makeup, really. One here or there, but I didn't really subscribe to any. And so it's been about 2 years that I've been watching makeup videos. And I'm getting really saturated. I'm getting saturated with the abundance of makeup. I'm getting saturated with, it's like every time you turn around, there's a new product coming out. The beauty industry is extremely competitive. And so what I would like to see is for somebody to consistently use the same products and discuss what they're noticing. I mean, seriously, when I first got this palette, I was not impressed. And I knew I didn't want to pay a lot of money for the Natasha Denona retro palette. And this was considered a dupe. And I'm thinking, okay, so I'm paying $17 for this, but I'm not getting the pigment. Well, one of the issues for me was that I didn't play with the palette enough. And so it's just really nice to hear makeup professionals or makeup influencers talk about using their products more than once, maybe 5 times, so that we all can get an idea of how they work. It's just overwhelming for me. You'll watch one channel, they'll say one thing, you watch another channel, they say another thing. You think you're older, you're not supposed to use powder foundation. You go out and purchase serum foundation, you're thinking to yourself, this is going to make everything better. I just get tired of that. And it's like, I take what I need and I leave the rest. And what I take is very small. Because I want an honest opinion. I want somebody to say, don't go out and spend $150 on this foundation. It's not necessary. And, if somebody wants to do that, great. But I can put my $150 to better use than makeup. So I have to weigh things out. And do I like luxury products? Absolutely, I do. Who doesn't love luxury products? But I'm not going to, not buy food or not put gas in my car to go to work because I've spent $150 on a luxury foundation. And so there's a lot of this going on for me. And the other thing is, I get bored. At first, I was really enthralled, and now I'm just bored. It's like, can these people talk about other things besides makeup? I mean, we have world affairs. We have, as we're getting older, we have aging parents that are passing away. We have grandchildren. We have siblings that are older than us, or maybe we're older than our siblings. Some of us have, children and grandchildren, and some of us are still working into our older years, and we don't really want to be. So there is a whole range of topics that we can discuss. And one of the other topics that I'd love to discuss is this. I don't feel like if I turn on a makeup YouTube channel that I want to hear about somebody's religion. I don't. I really don't. I practice how I practice. They can practice how they practice. But I don't want to hear about it. And I don't want to know why they do things and why they don't do things. Okay? If the channel is for that, then that's great. And if the channel is an eclectic channel, then that's great. But, I don't want to hear, we don't do this because, or if you do this, you're going to hell. I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. I'm really very sorry, but to me, that is very personal, and I know a lot of people that think a lot differently than I do, and they are very, very good people. So, that's that. I'm going to put my foundation on first. So what do you guys think? What are the kinds of things that you like to watch on YouTube? And you know what I really would like to know is, how everybody complains about this bottle having to put, doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me. So how long do you guys think a YouTube video should be? Can you put it down in the comments for me? How long do you think a YouTube video should be? Getting out substance in 10 minutes is very difficult. And one-liners, you can't do that with makeup. My goodness. But it seems to be reels and shorts and things like that are the rave. I cut my bangs this morning and, oh, there it is. I see the fuzz. I thought maybe I had gotten a piece of hair in my eyelashes. That happens sometimes when I cut my bangs. I cut my own bangs. My husband trims my long hair. I do not go to the hairdresser. I do not spend that kind of money anymore. For a while, I was spending at least $100, and that was 10 years ago. I can't imagine what it is now. So, yeah, I'm not a purist, but I do like being more natural in that regard. Okay, I think I got this all on with the Laura Geller Kabuki brush, which is fantastic. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the concealer. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think that do you like reels and shorts? Do you like extensive makeup videos? Are you eclectic? Do you like a variety of subjects? Do you like videos to be short? Do you like videos to be long? One thing about this Believe Beauty, I don't care for it, this concealer. I really don't care for it. It's very thick. It's extremely thick. I don't have dry under eyes because I use my skincare, but the Wet n Wild Incognito is so much nicer. But I am going to blend the two of them together to get the color that I want. And I'm going to put it on with my finger. Now that's a lot. I did something great. I brought my 10-time magnifying mirror up here. I'm using my pointer finger. I know you're not supposed to. I know you're supposed to use your ring finger, but I'm just going to pat this in. This is what I'm talking about. You're not supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. this is not good for your skin. This is not, there are some tried and true things that are not good for your skin. But let me ask you guys something. If you never got cosmetic surgery, do you think that you would ever not get any wrinkles if you only used your ring finger under your eyes? I mean, some of these things are like, we really need to think about them. We really need to think about them. I'm not using an eye primer today. The truth of the matter is that I am doing this video later in the day. I like to do them in the morning, but I'm doing them this one later in the day because as soon as I get home, after dinner, I'll be taking a shower and it's all going to be coming off. Okay, I think that's good enough for concealer. Now you can see it all gathering? Now I'm going to use my brush. That's because this Believe Beauty concealer is so thick. I don't care for it at all. But that's what I'm talking about. I only paid $4.50 for it. And I'm not mad at that. I mean, I could spend that on Powerball tickets. I'm not a big gambler, but occasionally I do splurge. And one thing I have never done, and I do want to do it, is I want to go to a casino. I want to go to a casino. I want to take $50 and I want to go play the slot machines. Never done it. I want to do it. I want that experience. You never know. Okay. So I'm going to do my eyebrows first. And I'm not going to use my e.l.f. I'm going to use my Revolution that I purchased a long time ago. This has more of that point that is like angled. Is it focusing? I can't tell. I can't tell because I don't have my glasses on. So, am I a professional YouTuber? No. Do I like doing YouTube? Yes. I just wish more people would engage in the comment section. I even Googled, why are people not commenting in the comment section under my videos? I think I've had like 3 people comment. And I didn't have my settings correct. So that meant that only the people that subscribed to my channel could comment. So I just clicked it to all and I'm like, whatever. If I get frustrated, I'll turn the comments off. But I'm pretty tough. I can handle quite a bit now. Okay, that's that. Let's put on the eyeshadow. This color right here, it's called Tender. That's a good base color. Or as they say, transition. I feel like I'm in labor. Transition. I mean, seriously, is it necessary? It's a base color. It's a base color. Let's call it a base color. Transition. I'm transitioning. I'm leaving the planet and I'm putting on makeup. I'm transitioning from plain and blah to beautiful with eyeshadow. That's what it makes me think of, okay? I'm not making fun, I'm making funny. Sometimes I say transition color. But it's like, okay, if you don't use the right terms, whatever. Now I'm going to take, what color am I going to use right here? I think I'm going to take, haven't used one this yet, this color here, Chine. Oh, I'm going to put it on with my crease brush. And I'm going to put that right here. Actually, I'm going to put that, where is it? All over my lid here. I might just go with these two colors. I don't call, putting a color in the corner of the eye an actual putting a color on, because it's just a tiny little dot. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, where are you? I'm going to take this brush right here, and I'm going to use True, which is actually a white, right under my eyebrow. Oh, it's white, but it's interesting. It almost has a slight pink to it on the skin, but it looks white in the pan. That's interesting. That's pretty. And then what I'm going to do, actually I want to bring it down here a little more. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this brush and I'm going to blend all these colors together. I want a very neutral look today. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Very neutral. Look at this. See the creasing? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So I'm going back in with my finger. I'm pulling down, and I'm taking my ring finger, and I'm getting all of that out of the crease. This is why these videos need to be longer and not 10 minutes. All right, let's see. I'm going to take this small flat brush by, oh gosh, I can't remember. Real Techniques. I love this little brush. I've had it for a long time. I'm going to go back in with Tender, and I'm just going to run it under my eye like this. And I don't go all the way over here. Now I'm going to take this brush, go back in the Tender, and I'm just going to pull it in on the side like this and blend it in. Very simple. Alrighty. Let's do eyeliner. Do I want to put eyeliner on? No, I don't. I don't want to put any eyeliner on. I'm going to curl my eyelashes and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did my mascara. It's a challenge. The only reason it's a challenge is because I decided I want to use up my trial size MAC and the brush is so big. So this is the Laura Geller blush, which is, I think it's really pretty. It has a really pretty radiance to it. Not going to do any bronzer. Just going to put a little bit of the blush up here. You can see my texture. You can see my wrinkles. But And I'll put a little under my chin. Like that. And for lipstick, I am going to use my MAC Bullet Velvet Teddy. I don't know if they still have this on the website or not. It is a matte lip, but my husband's on the phone downstairs. I hope you can't hear him. He just got home. So I am going to override my lips a little bit. Typically I don't. And then I'm going to put on a little bit of gloss. Let's see, what am I going to use? I think I'll use a little bit of this. Not a lot. This is just a cheap little gloss that I picked up. Yeah, see, he's down there with my dog. Okay, my friends. So let me know down in the comments what you think. How long do you like your videos to be? Are you eclectic? Do you like to listen to all different kinds of things? Mostly I like to do the card readings, and I like to do anything intuitive. But I do like to do makeup videos too. Okay? I didn't put any highlighter on either. You know what? I'm going to go down my nose with a little bit of... I don't do the tip of my nose, but I do run down my nose like that. Messy. All right, that's it. No setting powder, no nothing. I'm ready to go run my errands. You guys have a good evening, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? So, be well, be blessed, be beautiful, because you are, and you know it too, okay? And if you don't know it, I'm telling you. Bye-bye. Until next time.